Welcome to Circle Time with Brenda. I hope you enjoyed last week's stories about jungle animals. This week, I thought we would look at some farm animals. Let's start with our hello. Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you today? Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Lay them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them slowly upward, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open wide your little mouth, but do not let them in. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Lay them in your lap, lap, lap. Now we're ready to read some stories. My first book is by Eric Carle, one of my favorite authors. It's called The Very Busy Spider. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard. Beautiful sun. And began to spin a web with her silky thread. There she is. Nay, nay, said the horse. Want to go for a ride? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Moo, moo, said the cow. Want to eat some grass? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. On every page there's also a little fly. You keep an eye out for that fly. Bah, bah, bleated the sheep. Want to run in the meadow? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Do you know that animal? It's a goat. Ma, ma, said the goat. Want to jump on the rocks? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Oink, oink, grunted the pig. Want to roll in the mud? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Look, she's starting in the middle now, making a little spiral. Woof, woof, barked the dog. Want to chase the cat? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Meow, meow, cried the cat. Want to take a nap? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Quack, quack, called the duck. Want to go for a swim? The spider didn't answer. She had now finished her web. There she is. Cock-a-doodle-doo, crowed the rooster. Want to catch a pesky fly? And the spider caught the fly in her web, just like that. There's an owl. Hoo, 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 asked the owl. Who built this beautiful web? The spider didn't answer. She had fallen asleep. It had been a very, very busy day. Mr. Gumpy's outing. This is Mr. Gumpy. Mr. Gumpy owned a boat, and his house was by a river. One day, Mr. Gumpy went out in his boat. May we come with you? Said the children. Yes, said Mr. Gumpy, if you don't squabble. That means argue. Can I come along? along, Mr. Gumpy?" said the rabbit. "Yes, but don't hop about." "I'd like a ride," said the cat. "Very well," said Mr. Gumpy, "but you are not to chase the rabbit." "Will you take me with you?" said the dog. "Yes," said Mr. Gumpy, "but don't tease the cat." There they are on the boat. It's getting busier. "May I come, please, Mr. Gumpy?" said the pig. "Very well, but don't muck about." "Have you a place for me?" said the sheep. "Yes, but don't keep bleating," like making the sound. Bah, bah. "Can we come too?" asked the chickens. "Yes, but don't flap," said Mr. Gumpy. "Can you make room for me?" asked the calf, which is like a baby cow. That's a big animal. "Yes, if you don't trample about." "May I join, Mr. Gumpy?" said the goat. "Very well, but don't kick." For a little while, they all went along happily, but then the goat kicked, the calf trampled, the chickens flapped, the sheep bleated, the pig mucked about, the dog teased the cat chased the rabbit hopped, the children squabbled, the boat tipped. Oh, look. And into the water they fell. Oh no. Then Mr. Gumpy and the goat and the calf and the chickens and the sheep and the pig and the dog and the cat and the rabbit and the children all swam to the bank and climbed out to dry in the hot sun. "We'll walk home across the field," said Mr. Gumpy. "It's time for tea." They're all walking home. There they are, all having tea together. "Goodbye," said Mr. Gumpy. "Come for a ride another day." Nighttime. Big red barn. There's going to be some nighttime in this book as well. Big red barn. By the big red barn in the great green field, there was a little pink pig who was learning to squeal. And there was a great big horse and a very little horse. And on every barn is a weather vane, of course, a golden flying horse that is on top of lots of barns, that kind of weather vane. There was a big pile of hay and a little pile of hay, and that is where the children play. But in this story, the children are away. Only the animals are here today. The sheep and the donkey, the geese and the goats were making funny noises down in their throats. An old scarecrow was leaning on his hoe, and a field mouse was born in a field of corn. Look, there's the mouse and there's the little babies. Some beautiful monarch butterflies too. Cock-a-doodle-doo. In the barn there was a rooster and a pigeon too. And a big white hen standing on one leg, and under the hen was a quiet egg. See right there? A little egg. There was a bantam rooster and a little bantam hen and a big clutch of eggs. Count them. There are 10. There's a big pile of them. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Moo, moo. There was a big brown cow and a little brown cow. was an old black cat, meow, meow, and a tiger tomcat, meow, meow. There was a big red dog, bow, wow, with some little puppy dogs, all round and warm. And they all lived together in the big red barn, and they played all day in the grass and in the hay. When the sun went down and the great green field, when the sun went down in the great green field, the big cow lowed and the little pig squealed. The horses stomped in the sweet warm hay, and the little donkey gave one last bray. The hens were sleeping in their nests. Even the roosters took a rest. The little black bats flew away. Those are the bats flying away. Out of the barn at the end of the day. It's getting dark. And there they were, all night long, sound asleep in the big red barn. Only the mice were out to play. They're playing over here in the haystack. Rustling and squeaking in the hay while the moon sailed high. You can see the reflection. Watch this. In the dark night sky. My next two books are by this author, Sandra Boynton. It's called Moo, Ba, La, La, La. A cow says moo. A sheep says ba. 3 singing pigs say la, la, la. No, no, you say, that isn't right. The pig says oink all day and night. Rhinoceroses snort and stuff, and little dogs go woof, woof, woof. Some other dogs go bow, wow, wow, and cats and kittens say meow. Quack, says the duck. A horse says neigh. It's quiet now. What do you say? I bet you say lots of things. The next book is called Barnyard Dance, and it's also by Sandra Boynton, and it's a bit of an action song. So maybe you can stand up and do the actions while I'm reading. Stomp your feet. Clap your hands. Everybody ready for a barnyard dance. Bow to the horse. Bow to the cow. Twirl with the pig if you know how. You can turn around. Bounce with the bunny. Strut like a duck. Spin with the chickens now. Clock, clock, clock. Spinning is another word for turning. With a ba and a moo and a cock-a-doodle-doo, everybody promenade 2 by 2. That means go for a little walk. Walk. Prance with the horses, skitter with the mice, swing your partner once or twice. Stand with the donkey, slide with the sheep, scramble with the little chicks. Cheep, cheep, cheep. With a neigh and a moo and a cock-a-doodle-doo, another little promenade 2 by 2. Go for a little walk. Trot with the turkey, leap with the frog, another spin with the barnyard dog. Turn with the cow in the patch of clover. Now take a bow. Our dance is over. With an oink and a moo and a quack, 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 the dance is done. But we'll be back. This is my last book. It's also a song, so we'll read and sing a little. It's called Old MacDonald Had a Farm. I think that's his name, Old MacDonald. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, the farm he had a, there's something here, a tail. Somebody says, woof, woof. What could that be? That's right, a dog, E-I-E-I-O. With a woof, woof here and a woof, woof there. Here, woof, there, woof, everywhere, woof, woof. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on the farm he had a, something in this. You can see it, a little face. It says neigh. Horse, E-I-E-I-O. With a neigh, neigh here and a neigh, neigh there. Here, neigh, there, neigh, everywhere, neigh, neigh. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on the farm he had a, something's hiding behind this big bale of hay. It says moo. Cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo moo here and a moo moo there. Here moo, there moo, everywhere moo moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on the farm he had a, something that's white and says baa. Sheep, that's right, E-I-E-I-O. With a ba ba here and a ba ba there. Here ba, there ba, everywhere ba ba. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on the farm he had a, what could this be? I see a little tail, I see a little ear. Something that says oink. Pig, E-I-E-I-O. With an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Here oink, there oink, everywhere oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on the farm he had a, something's hiding in the flowers. It's brown. Hen. Sometimes we call it a chicken too. E-I-E-I-O. With a cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there. Here cluck, there cluck, everywhere cluck cluck. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Something that lives in the pond. And on the farm he had a, what could that be? A duck. E-I-E-I-O. With a quack quack here and a quack quack there. Here quack, there quack, everywhere quack quack. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. There are all the animals together. The horse and the dog, the cow and the sheep, the pig and the hen and the duck. I had my farm animals out and they made me think of some nice farm animal songs. This little dog's named Bingo. Do you know the song? B-I-N-G-O. Ready? There was a farmer who had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, take another letter away. There was a farmer who had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer who had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer who had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, last letter. There was a farmer who had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, and Bingo was his name. Oh, I have another song about horses. remember this song? It goes like this. It's a counting one. I have 8 horses here. 8 galloping horses galloped into town. 4 of them were white and 4 of them were brown. They galloped high, they galloped low, they galloped out of town. Now I'm going to have 3 on each side, and that's going to be 6. 6 galloping horses galloped into town. 3 of them were white, 3 of them were brown. They galloped high, they galloped low, they galloped out of town. Now there's going to be 2 on each side. That'll make 4. 4 galloping horses galloped into town. 2 of them were white and 2 of them were brown. They galloped high, they galloped low, they galloped out of town. Now just 1 on each side, that makes 2. 2 galloping horses galloped into town. 1 of them was white and 1 of them was brown. They galloped high, they galloped low, they galloped out of town. Now there's just 1 horse. 1 galloping horse, he galloped into town. Half of him was white and half of him was brown. He galloped high, he galloped low, he galloped out of town. Another song I was thinking about with the animals was the bunnies sleeping. Can you pretend you're like this? You're a sleeping bunny? Ready? See the little bunny sleeping till it's nearly noon. Come and let us gently wake them with a merry tune. Oh, so still. Are they ill? No. Wake up, little bunnies, and hop, hop, hop. Wake up, little bunnies, and hop, hop, hop. Wake up, little bunnies, and hop and stop. What else could you be on the farm? What's another animal? Could you be a cow? When you wake up, what are you going to say? You're going to say moo. See the little cows sleeping till it's nearly noon. Come and let us gently wake them with a merry tune. Oh, so still. Are they ill? No! Wake up, little cows, and moo, moo, moo. Wake up, little cows, and moo, moo, moo. Wake up, little cows, and moo, moo, moo. How about one more animal? What about a goat? Do you remember what a goat says? Sheep says ba, and the goat says ma, ma, and that's called braying. That's the sound they make. It's called braying. See the little goat sleeping till it's nearly noon. Here's a big goat, isn't it? Come and let us gently wake them with a merry tune. Oh, so still. Are they ill? No! Wake up, little goats, and bray, bray, bray. Or you could say ma, ma, ma. Wake up, little goats, and ma, ma, ma. Wake up, little goats, and ma, ma, ma. I like this goat. I was looking through my farm animal boxes, and I found these beautiful puzzles. I hope you can find puzzles like this. These are Melissa and Doug, and there are 4 in each box. These ones are all about farm animals, and they're a great way to work on that visual motor integration that we talked about last week. Another thing you can do this week for art is work on some scissor skills. A great way to start your child cutting is having some construction paper and holding it for them, and then letting them cut just a little snips along the edge to make a nice fringe. That's a great activity. As you get a little bit more advanced, you could ask your child to cut along some lines. One easy thing to do is to hold it and then to move the paper so they're making a success. Here's another image that your child could cut into pieces, and then you could use that as a puzzle. So you're having the opportunity to cut, practice your scissor skills, and have that visual motor integration at the same time. I'll try to make a copy of these on my email, and you'll be able to either photocopy them or link to it. Time for our goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, everyone. We're so glad that you came. Bye, friends. Let's go say bye. We'll see you next week. Nay, nay, said the horse. Want to go for a ride? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Nay, nay, said the cow.
Moo, moo.
Want